Okay, so today again is Kwanzaa, the first day of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja, okay, which means unity. It's all about coming together for with the family and friends, community, and humanity all together. And today's story was about the spider's web. So I'm gonna go get right into it. Once upon a time, Anansi the spider wanted to create a grand web to connect all the animals in the forest. He said to himself, if I can build a web strong enough and wide enough, everyone will come to admire my work, and I will be known as the greatest spider of all. Anansi said, Anansi set to work spinning his web from one tree to another. As he built, he invited the animals to see his creation. Each animal admired the web's beauty and strength, and Anansi grew proud. However, the web was not just for admiration. Anansi had a secret plan. He wanted to use the web to trap the animals for his own benefit. So what does that remind you of? Listen to what I just said. Anansi the spider wanted to create a web that would bring all of the animals into one space to admire his work. But it wasn't really to admire everything, and so he wanted to trap them for his own benefit. So who right now is trapped in a so-called web for the others' benefit, right? The powers that be. The spider is the powers that be right now. The people that run this right now. And all of the animals that he's trying to bring together is us. But it's not for our benefit. It's not to help us. It's so that they can trap us. In which they have. Now I'm going to go ahead. One day, Anansi invited the animals to a feast. Each animal was tied to the web by a string. Anansi explained, when the food is ready, I will tug the web, and you will know it is time to come and eat. The animals agreed, thinking it was a clever idea. However, as the animals waited, Anansi became greedy. Instead of sharing the feast, he decided to keep the food for himself. He started pulling on the strings of the web to distract the animals, making them think that they were needed elsewhere. What does all of this sound like right now? They pulling our strings, right? Making us think that we gotta go out and work these 9 to 5s and make ends meet and all this kind of stuff, and we gotta answer to other people that's only making them more and more richer and richer, and then we still the most of us and stuff is still left out here like what? Come on now. Making them think that they are needed elsewhere. The animals became confused and tangled in the web. People losing their consciousness and getting confused and everything like that. Not knowing which way to go, what's what. None of that. No more. Realizing that they had been tricked, the animals broke free. So once you wake up out of that slumber now that we've done been in for so many years, once you break out that slumber and stuff, you have now come into your awakening and remembering who the heck you are, and you taking back your power now. Okay? And you're breaking free from them chains. Okay? Tearing apart the web and leaving Anansi with nothing but pieces of his once grand creation. From that day on, the spider's web became a symbol of connection, but also a reminder of the consequences of greed and deceit. Okay? So once you break free from them mental chains and you start actually moving for yourself and doing for yourself and stop worrying and thinking about that this person and that person is going to do this and that for you, then that's when you really, really free. And you can move about how you want to. Okay? And then those right now, like how we seeing stuff is crumbling down. Okay? The powers that be, all of that stuff is crumbling down. And they trying to ban things and take things away that's supposed to be bringing us together and keeping us together from making us, that's awakening us to the truth of things. Okay? So what we should do is keep on rising, right? Keep rising to the top. In the next video, I'm going to do, I'm doing Maya Angelou's poem, Still I Rise, as part of the Umoja Day Unity. That is a part of today's poetry reading and storytelling. Okay. But, yes, so the interconnectedness, the web represents how all living beings are connected. We are all connected. Greed and consequences. Anazi's greed ultimately leads to his downfall, teaching a lesson about fairness and generosity. So, as I mentioned in one of my sermons before, I am a metaphysical minister and spiritual life coach. And in one of my sermons, I had talked about how we are in the time of Deuteronomy and Revelation, where everything is being revealed and everything is going to be given back to us. And their empire is now falling. And that is teaching them a lesson about fairness and generosity. So those that have been in control for the longest is going to learn what it means to be fair and generous to others. We are supposed to treat everyone how we want to be treated. We are not supposed to be separated. We're not supposed to be divided because we are all one. And we all, as a people, need to come back together. Whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter about what you believe. Don't matter. None of that. That has nothing to do with us coming together, working together, and staying together as one. Because we are one. Cleverness and its limits. While Anansi is clever, his misuse of his skills brings negative outcomes. So, while the people that be in control, they think they so clever because they putting all this stuff out in the media that's really keeping everybody in the loop and everything like that. And people thinking that they just going by whatever they see on the media. Well, oh, it says this on there. It says this on that. So that's what. No. That's the confusion. That's what they're doing to confuse you and keep you out of the loop, really. To keep you from getting back united within yourself and with each other, because together we are stronger and more powerful, and we create something beautiful when we are together. This tale, like many African folk tales, conveys moral lessons and is used to pass wisdom across generations. It is also reflects the rich oral storytelling tradition of Africa, where tales are adapted and shared within the communities. So, I want y'all to listen to this story. Remember it in your mind and think about what's going on in the world. We are stronger together. We need to stop all of this fighting and hating each other. That takes too much energy. Okay? Be happy. Love one another. Protect one another. Work together, not against each other. We're stronger together. Love y'all. Happy Kwanzaa. Umoja.